Final episode of Tales from the Crypt Season 2, The Secret. Ooh, this episode has a penis. That's the secret. So it starts out Crypt Keepers reading Oliver Twist, some fucking bullshit, and then we get into the story. And he looks great. I should say that these last couple episodes, the Crypt Keeper looks fucking really good. So this is called The Secret. It starts out in an orphanage, and there's all these real cool, spooky shots with Dutch angles of an orphanage. And we see this little ragamuffin who looks like in real life. Excuse me, hold on. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've been drinking all night watching Tales from the Crypt. Anyways, we see this little ragamuffin scampering around, leaving his fucking bedroom, creeping downstairs. In real life, the kid looks like he was a problem. Besides having freckles and red hair, he just kind of has the face like this kid was probably a problem. But anyways, he's going downstairs because he's hungry. He didn't get enough to eat. He's the oldest kid in this orphanage, and I guess their food's rationed out perfectly so everybody gets the same amount, and they couldn't have gave this fucking kid the extra chicken leg that was just sitting on a plate not covered in the fridge. Now, that doesn't matter. He went down and ate it anyways, and he overhears the people who run the joint saying things like, "Oh, that kid's getting too old. We gotta get him sold." Well, not sold. I don't think orphanages sell kids. They try and place them in forever homes like they were puppies and shit. So, anyways, the ladies are talking. It's like, "Oh man, he's not a puppy anymore. He's a dog, and oh, he's undesirable. He's they want toddlers and these things. Ooh, we gotta pawn this whole beat up dog on somebody." And then next day, old whatever his name, ugly kid and his buddy, they're over on the sink washing dishes. And I always remember this because it's probably the worst line delivery ever. This kid, he talks like this: "Hey, what's the difference between broccoli and boogers? Kids will eat boogers, but they won't eat broccoli." Awful. Fucking awful. The only reason this kid, it's, I don't want to say it, but there was probably some kind of Corey Haim situation going on allegedly because this kid could not act at all. Turns out they get interrupted and say, "Hey, old dog kid, we got somebody coming that may adopt you today, so wash your ass." So we go and we see these creepy fucks. They're just like, "Yes, this child will be perfect." And then Larry Drake's in the background looking like a hungry priest. And, you don't get good feelings about these people adopting this child, but they want to get rid of it. So fuck it. Pack your bags and get the fuck out of here. So he goes to live with these people. Turns out they're rich. Oh man, are they rich? They're so rich, they have stairs. Can you believe it? Oh, and at the top of these stairs is a bedroom just for this kid. Oh, it's crazy. But at night, they gotta lock this kid up because he had a thing where he'd throw temper tantrums, or so they called him, at the old orphanage, where he'd just run out of his room, or I was gonna say run out of his window, but they'd lock him in his room and he would jump out of the window and go do ragamuffin shit and come back in the morning like, "I'm sorry, can I please come in and have some water?" So the orphanage people tell him that, but in the meantime, they're just like, they love this kid, not really, because Well, they just give him pies and say, "Eat all these pies and play with a train set." And Larry Drake becomes his only friend. His Larry Drake's name in this is Tobias. Why the kid says his name like that, I don't fucking know. So, anyways, they just keep feeding this kid fucking cakes and pies and shit. And by this time, you're just like, yeah, they're probably fucking vampires. And they were. So the kid finds out that these guys are vampires. He runs the fuck away. The vampires are chasing him and they see the kid like hunched over with a full head of hair now like me. And he says, "Oh, I'm gonna get you vampires cuz I'm a werewolf." Eee! And he attacks the vampires, eats them, and he slinks back to the old orphanage and says, "I know my secret, you some bitch, and I'm back home now, and there's gonna be some fucking changes." Tales from the crypt. And then the crypt keeper there, he's sitting on a statue, and it sounds like, this is the last episode, just the kind of stuff that he's saying, like they don't know if they're gonna get picked back for another season or whatever. He says something about sucking dick, and we're out. This one was okay, a little cheesy. The kids couldn't fucking act. They use day for night in some of this, and if you don't know what that is, it's you fucking shoot during the day and there's like a little switch or whatever the fuck on the camera and it'll turn everything blue, and it's the shittiest fucking thing you've ever seen. It Tales from the Crypt didn't have mountains and mountains and mountains of money, but I think they had money to shoot at night because they've done it before, and that shit just looks really fucking bad. But the episode was okay. Again, not the best, not the worst, but hey, it was another one. I think I am halfway through the series now, since we started at 6 and then did 1 and 2, and I'll be honest, 2 had fucking a lot of my favorite episodes in it, so it feels like it's all downhill from here, but we will see, and we will carry on, I guess. In the meantime, head on over to dwnproductions.net. Check out my masks, bust, props, custom work. If you want something made, hit me up. Maybe I'll be able to make it for you. Joe's not here right now, but that's okay. I'll still tell you to check out his shirts at fastcustomshirts.com. Literally hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs. If you go smoke some legal marijuana, you can be on his fucking page for hours just looking at all his shirts. Very reasonable price too. I think it's like 12 to 15 bucks for a shirt. Ridiculous, especially in this day and age. I can't believe it. Once again, dwnproductions.net, fastcustomshirts.com. And until next time, creeps. Boy, Gab.